we shift base from Ayutthaya in Thailand to the Cambodian capital of Phnom Penh, where Nehru Prai is joining us on the broadcast, who's been putting together a ground report for us for the past several days. Nehru, thank you very much for joining us. Now help us understand now the Vats that you've been visiting, which is of course it translates into temple. How was your experience visiting these Vats, especially the one that you are currently at, which I'm told now is a Buddhist temple in Thailand? What is fascinating about this?
Today is the weekend, and this is something that very interesting that I take a time to come to Wat Phnom. Because the only place in Phnom Penh that you can see the nature. There's a tree behind me,
right,
and there's a temple as well over there, like Buddhist temple that have an element of Hinduism inside the pagoda as well. As you know that Phnom Penh is really busy with a number of many cars, so the city itself is polluted. So this is the only place to have tree that people come to get fresh air and to refresh.
Okay, so still is. So people come not just for pious reasons, for just to visit. Speaking of the temple that you just mentioned, it's in the imagination of everyone is Angkor Wat. What can you tell us about the history of Angkor Wat?
Angkor Wat was very interesting. It's a masterpiece of Cambodian architecture at the height of the Khmer civilization. At the 12th century, it was built under the reign of the king Surya Varman II. So it was devoted to Lord Vishnu in Hinduism. Because Cambodia back then was Hindu before it was converted into Buddhism. However, even now the practice of Hinduism still remains in Cambodia, even though we don't really consider like Cambodian people as Hindu, yet the practice of Hinduism is still in the root of the Khmer people. Angkor Wat is a pride for Cambodian. We even put it on the flag of our nation. And it was like the masterpiece of the civilization of the Khmer Empire that the Cambodian now so proud of. And we want to preserve it. And when talking about Cambodia, not many people know, but you're talking about like Angkor Wat temple, it's like very well known to
so where does it figure in? Yes, we've heard of it. A lot of people now visit here, visit Angkor Wat especially from India. So how important has it figured in the history and culture of Cambodia? If you can still hear us, yeah. Go ahead, yes, go ahead.
Around the world, there are only a few countries to have the architecture, the temple of the flag. And Cambodia is one of them. We have Angkor Wat on the flag of Cambodia. Cambodia never forgot Angkor Wat. There are some researchers, their history has mentioned that Angkor Wat was lost, but actually it's not. Actually, it's never been rediscovered. The Cambodian people have always lived together with Angkor Wat. Even though we changed the city from Siem Reap to Phnom Penh, but Siem Reap was still a province of Cambodia. And
right,
people would go there, and different kings, even after the Khmer Empire, still continue to go to Angkor Wat, and it never been lost.
Okay, so you're mentioning that a lot of what we would describe, and it's difficult to put it into a context of what we understand as Hinduism, but in terms of the practice in Cambodia, that you say that some of the practices continue. What are the kinds of rituals, or if it is deities that are worshipped, what is the most common?
Even Cambodia is considered the Buddhist country at the moment, but the practice Hinduism in the spirit Cambodian still remain the same. Before Hinduism arrival, Cambodians believed in animism, believing in the tree, believing in the spirits. And then Hinduism arrived. We devote ourselves to Hinduism, to different gods in Hinduism. And then even now, Buddhism, we still worship, we still pray to different gods, including Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesha, for example.
Okay, all right. So Shiva and avatars of Shiva. Okay, I'm told it's called the Riam Ker, and forgive my pronunciation, which is the version where you are of the national poem that is based on the Ramayana. Is that correct?
story of Rimke or Ramayana have been told since I was young age. And there was a TV show, they also like a theater play, they also like the shadow puppet telling story from every corner of Cambodia. And even Buddhist temple also depict the story on the wall. As you go to Angkor Wat, for example, there are story of Ramayana carving on the gallery of the temple.
All right. I know you've sent us a report from the temple that is right behind you. So I'm going to play out the report in just a second. Quickly, how important then is the Riamker or the Ramayana to the culture of Cambodia in the present day?
Rimke is a story that actually based on Ramayana of India. And this story has been told by people who live in Cambodia land for hundreds of years. Like I have been told this story since I was young, and then it was told by my grandfather to my grandfather, my father to me, and we also incorporate that into the curriculum of the education to study the story of Rimke or Ramayana about the loyalty, about the bravery, about the story, what happened in the past. And this Rimke or Ramayana has been carved to almost every temple, and Sun temple in Cambodia, as well as to the Buddhist temple in Cambodia.
Okay, all right,
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.